You have lived with this creature for years. You have fed it, cleaned up after it, rearranged your entire sleep schedule around it, and bought it a $40 bed that it refuses to use because it would rather sleep on your face. You think you know your cat. You think you understand it. But here is the truth that most cat owners never find out. Your cat has been sending you messages, clear and deliberate messages, every single day, and you have been misreading almost all of them. Not because you don't care, not because you're a bad owner, but because no one ever sat you down and told you what these behaviors actually mean. And the gap between what you think your cat is saying and what it is actually saying is so wide, so startling, that once you learn the real truth, you will never look at your cat the same way again. Every slow blink. Every midnight sprint through the hallway. Every time it knocked your coffee off the counter and stared you dead in the eyes while doing it. There was a reason. There is always a reason. And today, right now, we are going to break down 6 of the most misunderstood cat behaviors, decode exactly what your cat has been trying to tell you, and reveal what it means about the bond the two of you actually share. Stay until the last one, because number 5 is the one that is going to hit you hardest. That one changes everything. Behavior 1, the slow blink. Your cat is saying I love you and most people never say it back. Here is the thing about cats that dogs never had to deal with. Dogs wear their love on the outside. They wag, they jump, they lick your entire face with zero shame or self-awareness. Cats are different. Cats are subtle. Cats have evolved a form of emotional communication so quiet, so understated, that millions of owners miss it thousands of times over the course of a lifetime together. The slow blink is that communication. When your cat looks at you from across the room and very slowly, very deliberately closes its eyes halfway and holds them there, it is not being tired. It is not being bored. It is not ignoring you. That slow blink is the feline equivalent of saying, I trust you completely. I feel completely safe with you. You are my person. In the wild, a cat that closes its eyes fully in the presence of another creature is making itself vulnerable. It is saying, I am not afraid of you. When your cat does this to you, it is giving you its entire heart in the language it knows how to speak. The heartbreaking part is that most people just look away, or look at their phone, or don't respond at all. And your cat sits there, having just whispered I love you, and received nothing back. The next time your cat slow blinks at you, slow blink back. Soften your eyes, let them close halfway, hold it for a second. Watch what happens. Watch your cat's entire body relax. Because you finally answered. Behavior number 2, bringing you dead animals. This isn't gross, it's the highest compliment of your cat's life. Every cat owner who has ever walked barefoot into their kitchen at 6 in the morning and stepped on a dead mouse knows the specific kind of horror that moment contains. You scream. You feel betrayed. You wonder what is wrong with your animal. And your cat sits 3 feet away looking genuinely proud, chin lifted, tail up, waiting for praise that never comes. Here is what your cat was actually doing. In a cat colony, the most skilled hunters share their catch with the members of the group they love most. It is not random. It is not senseless cruelty. It is a deeply intentional act of generosity rooted in survival instinct and emotional bonding. Your cat looked at that bird or mouse or truly unfortunate lizard, hunted it down, carried it through a cat door or an open window, and laid it at your feet because in its mind you are a member of its family who it provides for. It is saying, I see you. I take care of you. I want you to eat. I want you to survive. Your cat is not trying to disgust you. Your cat is trying to love you in the oldest, most primal way it knows how. The next time it happens, resist the initial urge to shriek and instead take a breath and recognize the gesture for what it is. A declaration. Then absolutely still throw it away immediately, but do it with a little more gratitude in your heart. Behavior number 3, meeting your cat is reaching back into the safest moment of its entire life. You know the motion. Your cat climbs onto your lap, or onto a soft blanket, or sometimes onto your actual stomach at an unreasonable hour of the night, and begins this rhythmic pushing with its front paws. Left, right, left, right. sometimes with claws extended enough to remind you that comfort and pain exist on a very thin line. People call it making biscuits. It looks almost meditative. And that is exactly what it is, because kneading is a behavior that begins in the very first days of a kitten's life. Newborn kittens knead against their mother's body to stimulate milk production. It is associated with warmth, with safety, with being completely cared for and completely loved. When your adult cat kneads on you or near you, it is accessing that same emotional memory. It is not a random habit. It is your cat telling you that you make it feel the way its mother made it feel when it was small and new and completely dependent on someone else to survive. That is not a small thing. That is one of the most emotionally significant things a cat can communicate. When your cat kneads on you, you are not just a warm surface. You are the safest place your cat knows in the entire world. Behavior number 4, knocking things off surfaces. Your cat is not being destructive, it is desperate for something from you. This is the one that makes people angry. Your cat stares directly at you, places one paw on your glass of water, and with full deliberate eye contact, pushes it off the table. It watches it fall. It watches you react. It may or may not look even slightly sorry, which is to say it absolutely does not look even slightly sorry. And you think this is defiance. You think this is your cat being difficult, being a chaos agent, being fundamentally broken in some small but persistent way. But behavioral researchers have studied this exact pattern, and the conclusion is not flattering for us as owners. Cats knock things over primarily when they are understimulated and when they feel emotionally disconnected from the person they live with. Your cat is not destroying your belongings out of malice. Your cat is trying to get you to look up from whatever you are doing and engage with it. It has learned, through trial and error, that knocking something over produces a guaranteed response from you. Even a frustrated, loud response is still a response. It is still eye contact. It is still interaction. Your cat would rather have your negative attention than your absence. That is how much it needs you. So the next time your cat is standing next to something expensive with that specific look in its eyes, put your phone down first. Because that is actually what it came to ask for. Behavior number 5, showing you its belly and why you should not always touch it. The belly reveal is one of the most misunderstood moments in the entire human-cat relationship, and it has ended in scratched hands and bruised egos more times than anyone can count. Your cat rolls over. Your cat exposes its soft, vulnerable underside. Your cat looks up at you with what appears to be an open and welcoming expression. And every instinct in your human brain says this is an invitation. This is a green light. This is your cat asking for a belly rub. So you reach down, and suddenly the universe changes. The claws come out. The teeth appear. And your cat is now biting the hand that literally feeds it with what can only be described as genuine commitment. Here is the truth. The belly reveal is not an invitation for touch. It is a display of absolute trust. In the wild, exposing the belly is the most vulnerable position an animal can occupy. When your cat shows you its belly, it is communicating that it trusts you enough to be vulnerable around you. It is saying, I feel completely safe with you. It is not necessarily saying, please put your hand here. The belly is still a highly sensitive area that triggers defensive instincts even in the most relaxed cats. The belly reveal is a gift of trust, not a request for contact. Acknowledge it. Appreciate it. And learn to read the specific cat in front of you, because some cats genuinely do want the belly rub, and those cats are rare and precious and should be treasured accordingly.